What I was talking. Oh yeah. Sometimes when I play, I speak too fast. You're right. That's my mistake. You're right. I should speak like just a little bit slower. First of all, for you guys to understand, and for me to get the correct words. Find the correct words. Now there's a 0.1% chance for me to get the item I want from the trash, which is why I'm doing this. Otherwise, I would have done Armory, where most of the male items that a warrior needs drop. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I'll show you. Atlas loot. So there it is. See, 0.1% chance to get this good boots. Good luck to me. Okay, let's pull this guy. Got the Twitch Prime ready for me? Man, as I said, I will bring it to you guys soon enough, but not yet. Once I'm fully 100% sure about the terms of use and I understand them, then I will get the subscription going. But thanks for letting me know. When was the last time you saw a 30-minute cooldown, Step It? Look at this. 30-minute cooldown, or like a shield wall. 30 minutes cooldown. Pretty cool, huh? Insane. Can you imagine saying that, or like telling someone on modern WoW that they're gonna have to use shield wall every 30 minutes? I wonder what the reaction would be. Four minutes cooldown. Yeah, 5 minutes. Isn't the bubble 5 minutes? Bubble, I think, is 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that bubble is the longest cooldown right now in modern WoW, isn't it? 5 minutes. I don't think there's any other cooldown which is longer. Actually, there is. No, there's not. Even Bloodlust is 5 minutes. But the debuff is 10 minutes. But the spell itself is only 5 minutes. Strength, stamina. Losing the stamina. No, I will not need this. Let's pull this guy back here. It's 3.5 with talent. Lay on hands is 10 minutes cooldown. Lay on hands is the 10 minutes cooldown? Really? Is it that long? I thought it was like 2 or something like that. 10-minute cooldown lay on hands? Shit, that's a lot of cooldown. But still, 10 minutes is the longest cooldown in the game. Back in the day, 30 minutes, half an hour for a cooldown to reset. Now there was, however, a different it was a time-consuming game. WoW back in the day. Let me pull this one. Nowadays, people don't have so much time to play. But it's a good nostalgic move that Blizzard is actually finally bringing the game back. After like 2 years, I think it was 2 years, that people were crying out for a classic WoW server. They finally get it, which is good. Give me a couple seconds to aggro them, then AoE. Okay. So we do this. Charge. One, 2, 3. Dude, still lost aggro. So much damage. Don't get good. If only I had a druid with me. Stop dodging my attacks. Fuck you. Come here. I'm gonna do something stupid here, but sacrifices have to be made. Okay. Thankfully I have the fire damage from the warlock, which helps a lot with my AoE aggro. Nice. Good pull. And nope. Let me loot this. Watching me over PS Hero? He is a good player, but everyone has their own way, their own method to stream. That's new. I enjoy watching PS Hero on his rogue because he has a certain playstyle that no one else has. Even when I play on my rogue, there's no way I can compete with PS Hero playstyle. Why did I do that? Oh well. But when it comes to him talking to his community, he sometimes he's lacking too much of engagement with them. He should talk with them a lot more. Unless they don't ask him stuff. Oh, what the fuck? Stuff about the game, but they ask him about general things. Of course I'm gonna get stunned. There is a way to avoid the stun, but it doesn't work always. It doesn't always work. Yeah, see? If I pull them around the corner, they don't stun. I don't know how this works. But it works. And it works in my favor. So I'm fine with that. Let's mark this because we want them to focus one target so that I won't lose aggro as fast. No stun please, no stun please, no stun please, no stun please. Of course it's gonna dodge. I hope that most of my add-ons that I have right now work when Classic comes out. And Blizzard doesn't change them a lot. It's gonna suck. I'm not saying that I cannot do it without add-ons, but they surely help a lot. Okay, let's focus this one. Okay, incoming stun. I cannot do anything about it. Unless I can LOS them. Don't fight please. Don't fight. Nice, no stun. Simple as that. There are a lot of bugs in Classic WoW. Who was it, by the way, that said it? Was it Soda? Or was it again Asmongold? I think it was Asmongold, who said, I would prefer the game coming out buggy above level 30 than trying to fix it and increase the beta level to 60. Because, as he said, it will ruin the hype. Kill this. Fear purple. No, kill this and then kill this. Purple is fear. Now, I'm not saying that I cannot tank this whole pack, but I'm mostly doing it so that the Warlock can get used to using fear for the next packs. There are some really welcome back. There are some really pain in the ass packs right ahead that needs to be CC'd, otherwise I die. Two strength, 4 stamina. The braces are really good. I'm gonna need them. Good. What do you have here? We have this guy and fear that guy. Why is he applying dots to the fear target? Oh well. So long as it doesn't break, I don't care. Interrupt the mana burn. Break strike. Good. 1v1 Asmongold? Yeah, right. Tell you what, a warrior 1v1 is the most lame thing that you ever gonna watch. I don't understand people. Sometimes they just run away. They hope to do what? There's only one guy who can help you or get the mob off of you in this dungeon, and it's me, it's the tank. And instead they choose to run on the opposite direction. I don't understand. More than baby raids versus feral. Speaking of feral, did you know that feral druids did not have a feral talent tree back in Vanilla WoW? They had only 3 talent trees. One was balance, the other was restoration, and the third was feral. You know that? Yeah, it's feral. Feral meant feral combat, feral something. It was used to be called, and let me eat really quick. And it was both the kitty and the bear forms talent tree. Plus the feral, the druid was the best flag carrier class back in back in classic WoW because of the shift form. What's it called? Shift something. Because they were able to shift forms and remove slows and roots. Also, there's something else that you should know. A druid, if gotten polymorphed by a druid, he was able to shapeshift out of the polymorph. Crazy, right? Okay. Good trap, very good distracting shot, very good, impressive indeed. Trap this? Good. Keep fearing that one? Yeah, good. Subtly were combat back in the day. Yeah, I know. Ouch. Now, I told you about some mobs that are a really big pain in the ass. That's the one, the monks. And I was fooling around the other day. I was in a group and I wasn't as geared, no higher level. I was like 29 level, I think, and I didn't have as good of a gear, but now I got some good items. And we were trolling, saying like monks are OP class in classic WoW. Even in classic WoW, monks were OP. I have a question. Why are you playing classic now? It's fun, of course, but it won't be boring to play again in like 90 days. Dude, you're looking at the player who has 20 warriors on his account. What are you talking about? No, of course it won't be boring. I can do it every single time, every day. I have no problem with that. I'm doing it just to refresh in my memory. And since I'm having fun, I'm playing it. And I have no problem whatsoever to do it all over again. You can tell me why BFA is not fun for PvPers? Sure, go ahead, I'm all ears. It's fun to watch this since I never played in classes, so it gives me some thoughts about if I would play it or not. Alphonius, could you remind me what class you play? Because as I said, I'm really bad with names. I'm sorry. Warrior, Swirly. Yes, that's right. You're Swirly. Dude, you should definitely play Classic. It has no comparison? What's the word? With normal, with modern WoW. None. You see this? You see what I have in my bars right now? That's nothing compared to what I will get. All of these bars, everything will be filled. Everything. Along with my I mean, if you need to, with my 3 stances, you could put more abilities here, but there's pretty much none. So if you're really good with your right hand, you can have everything you need the way I have it right now. I mean, there's only like 2 or maybe 3 more spells missing from my bars right now for my stances, but everything else will be filled. And it's way cooler. The feeling of playing WoW, of playing Warrior back in vanilla WoW, really made you feel like you are playing a Warrior. That you are really a master of arms. It wasn't the same. And I meant that in a good way. Warrior back in the day was way cooler than he is right now. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, I'm not in distance? Fuck. See, that's another mistake. I keep forgetting that sometimes I make mistakes like this and getting out of stance and I'm getting obliterated. Pet just leveled up. Good. GG, pet. Alright, let's see what Stepit said. It's because people like you that farm gear every day and they do PvE so they get gear. But when people see a guy like you fully geared, they need to do something they don't like. PvE. Also PvE trinkets, by the way. Trust me, I don't like it either. Stepit. I don't like it either. But if it's something that will get me to PvP, which is what I like to do with my friends, then I will do it. Unfortunately, I have to do it. Otherwise, I will not be as good for my team. I didn't like grinding for my neck. I didn't like that was me doing a well-intended trap, by the way. I didn't like grinding for my necklace. I didn't like getting PvE items for my arena. I wanted Ventors. Ventors, PvP Ventors is what the game needs. He shouldn't have fear right now. But if I have to do something that the game demands for me to be good, then unfortunately I have to do it. But that doesn't mean I enjoy it. And I'm pretty sure that everyone thinks like that. For example, I'll give you an example. Sidhu, the shaman, the resto shaman of Method, he was playing... I think I said it earlier on stream, by the way. He was playing with his monk only... with his shaman, doing LFR to get the Voidstone trinket from the new raid, just because the trinket is OP. 380 item level trinket is too OP to pass on, according to the streamer. Unfortunately. So he has to take it because his 420 item level trinkets were not enough to keep his team alive. I mean, if you don't understand the game by that simple example, then I don't know what to say. You are basically fooling your own self. Imagine getting 420. Yeah, imagine getting that. Everyone, I was playing yesterday. Last week, I was playing with my friends, doing some arenas. Every single combo on the opposite team in 3 vs 3 had Voidstone. Every single one of them had Voidstone. 2-minute cooldown, 100k absorb. It's basically the safety insurance. Every single time things go south. That's not fun. It's just not. And imagine that if there were, I think I've uploaded a video on my YouTube. There were 3 casters, 3 intellect users on the enemy team. A mage. That was a bad trap. Fear that one. I should trap this and move backwards. There was a mage, a boomy, and a paladin. I think it was a paladin. Yeah. And all 3 of them had a Voidstone. Every single one of them had a Voidstone. And they were also under-geared. Fuck, he parried my taunt ability. There was no way for us to kill them. Their gear was sucked. The gear sucked. But we lost because every single time we were able to execute them, they were using a Void Stone and saving each other's ass. No. Thank you, but I'll pass. There are right now the seasons of PvP are like either you have some certain PvE trinkets or you are bad at PvP. Now these days the PvP is fucked. I like Pandora PvP because you needed the gear to actually do something and there was almost no bullshit trinkets. Back in Mist of Pandaria, I think you got it right. Back in Mist of Pandaria there were still PvP vendors. Every one of you had the same gear, the same item level, so to say. The only way for you to win was by outsmarting your opponent, by baiting cooldowns, CCing them, and then killing. Now, I'm not saying that Mist of Pandaria PvP was the best. If you guys remember, there were some crazy combos back then. But the gear was the same. The gear was the same. And the PvP trinkets, actually the PvP gear, because there was the PvP resilience and PvP power back in Mist of Pandaria, was way better in Arena than it was in Raids. So you couldn't, I mean you could, but you shouldn't be using PvP trinkets in PvE, and the same way around. Every part in the game was distinguished in his own way. You had to play PvP, then you want to play PvP, then you should have gotten PvP items from the vendor. You want PvE, then go get PvE items from the raid. From the raid, not Mythic Plus. There were no Mythic Pluses back then, only the challenge mode. Everything was... Actually, they do say that Mist of Pandaria was the best expansion for every class because they had everything. Nothing was missing. So, Blizzard ran out of ideas, and what they did was to remove content. Remove abilities so they can start adding them again. That's not how the game should work. Resisted, fuck. Oh, what the did you guys see that? Wow, that was bad. If you remember, everyone was crying about the trident. Step it. Everybody. They were saying that... They're not saying. They were just reading what the damn item says. It says it has a low chance of proccing. Low chance. That's a lie. You know that, right? If it was a low chance, then it wouldn't proc every single time. Ouch. Like, what were they thinking? Low chance my ass. Stop dodging. Yeah, low, right? I know. Low. I mean, I think it's the other way around. It has a low chance not to proc. That seems pretty fair to me. Low chance not to proc. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull this in here to line of sight the flame strike. I saw Cat dueling a Fury Warrior with 2 of those weapons. And it was a never-ending duel, but you made it out alive. I dueled a warrior outside Durotar, yes, and he had the trident, but he lost, if you remember. Plus, he also had a Stormbolt and a Disarm, which is the best counter to a Fury Warrior. He lost nonetheless, because he didn't know how to play the class. He was hiding behind Absorbs, hoping to kill me. He lost eventually. Pull this out here. Hiding behind Absorbs and letting the game... Can I interrupt the polymorph? It missed. Fuck. Hiding behind Absorbs and letting something else, other mechanics, save you because you have no idea how to sustain yourself. And fearing of losing. So you find ways to... Did I interrupt the polymorph? No, should run. And not knowing how to self-sustain yourself, when to use cooldowns, yada yada, will never help you learn the game. It's what I'm saying to everybody. Stop hiding behind Absorb. Stop hiding behind trinkets that Blizzard implements. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, honestly. Stop hiding behind stuff that will save you in case things go south. Yes, it is very helpful, true. But you will never learn the game. You have to lose. You must lose, otherwise you will never learn. That's a good dagger for casters. Okay, the key response. Come loot. If you don't have it.